Good evening, lovers of the world. Welcome to a Patreon exclusive video. As I explained in my community post on my YouTube channel, that I didn't want this to be on the main channel for everyone to see, like the general public to see. And if you're watching this, I appreciate you donating, contributing to the Patreon page just to see my thoughts. I appreciate your willingness to hear me out. As I explained in the community post, I was really frustrated with the SZA concert. I wanted to air out my grievances so that I can get it off my chest and I can move on, because if I keep bottle it up, it will fester inside me, and then I think I'll just fixate it on the negatives forever. And the sooner I get rid of this negative vibe, this negative energy within me, the easier it'll be to focus on the positives of the evening instead. So I went to this as a concert. I will show you guys my t-shirt. Ta-da! Awesome. Let's start. So today is Monday. It's April 15. I just got back from the show. I made myself some food because we'll get into that later. And I think there is a lot of external factors that contributed to my negative experience. It wasn't just like, this one thing or this one thing. It was like the fact that everything came together in this cocktail of frustration impacted me in such a specific and significant way. I have never felt this mad about a concert experience ever in my life. Like, I've never felt this disappointed about a concert in all my years of going to concerts. It's such a jarring feeling. Like, usually when I come out of this, I'm like excited, like I never get post-concert depression, thankfully, unlike some people who like go to a concert and then because that concert is the only thing that they're looking forward to, once it's over, they become sad. I usually don't feel that. I actually feel, after the concert, I feel like really happy and like I have like rose-tinted glasses on the world. But this time I just came out of the evening like really annoyed, and again, like I'm just trying to get it out of my system. For one thing, today is Monday and it is the start of the semester again. So we had a mid-semester break. So for those who are not aware, I work at the university as a GTA, and so of course I went into campus today to do some work, and I felt like I was really productive. I actually had such a good afternoon. I felt really productive. I did a lot of work. And then when I went to the concert, I was just like overwhelmed. I don't know. I've never felt this way about a concert before. The concert today was like completely packed and chaotic. The way that people behaved, I've never seen before. I actually felt kind of like unsafe a little bit, which is so surprising. Like, I've been to like laneway festivals before, and I've been to concerts with a similar demographic in terms of like the audience or like the musical genre scene community. I've never felt unsafe before. I came early because, sorry, there's so much backstory, but basically I also work as a casual data collector for this research project that I'm part of, and I basically said I can work to survey the area before the show started because, since I'm already going to the concert, I might as well work the same time on that day as well. The doors opened at like 7. Our job as data collectors was to kind of just like ask people if they were willing to fill out a survey. I felt really overwhelmed by how chaotic the crowd was because it was completely packed. It was so packed. And I did not have the courage to like go up to people just because of how many people there were around in general. Like, so many moving bodies and just the attitudes, I think, of the people there. Like, I did not feel like they were willing to talk to a stranger. There were a lot more drunk people than I was used to, and usually that's not a big problem. Like, I've been to like laneway before, been to concerts. I've drunk at concerts heaps of times as well, but for some reason, like, people were really rowdier than I've ever seen them before. So me and the other data collectors were just standing to one side discussing the evening's success, or rather failure, of us being able to like talk to people, re-strategizing like, how do we talk to people? Okay, what do we do next time? We hear a noise not too far away from us, and we turn, and like this girl was like face planting on the ground, and like security was holding her down, and I was like, that like freaked me out. I've like literally never seen that before, and I've never seen any kind of like violence to that degree at a music event before. And like maybe it's because it was my first time seeing that there, kind of jolted me, but like I think that set the precedent for how I would continue to feel later on. And I'm such a huge fan of SZA. I have been building up this event, this night in my head for a while. I knew that I would be in my feelings. Like I just really love SZA's music so much. It means so much to me. And so I tried not to let kind of how I felt about my shift data collecting impact me once I went inside. So I think at around 8 o'clock, 8:05, I managed to, like, that was the end of my shift and I managed to go inside. That was just the nearing the end of the opening act, basically. And it was a guy that I've never heard of before, which is why I felt okay about missing. But when I sat down, like at the time I didn't realize it, but when I sat down in my seat and the opening act was still performing, I started to feel like my body was shutting down a little bit because I didn't really eat a lot that day and I didn't drink a lot of water that day. I mean, that's happened before. To be fair, I have been to concerts before where I didn't eat a lot or drink a lot of water before. I've been to a concert where I had a fever. The Mom Jeans concert, I was like completely sick, but I still had a good time there. So I don't really know why today I felt really off. Like usually I would be able to push through like adrenaline or whatever, but for some reason, something about the mood of the crowd wouldn't let me. So in between SZA's set and the opening act, in between the opening act's set and SZA's main set, the DJ played a medley of hip hop songs, hip hop and rap, and this was the biggest thing that I think pissed me off about tonight. People just saying the N slur with their entire chest, like singing along to the songs. I was flabbergasted. I thought we were better than this. And I felt so embarrassed because like they were not shy about saying it out loud. Like, and I just felt so bad for I don't know, like I just felt embarrassed. I was like, I thought we were better than this, guys. Like we shouldn't be saying the N-word. And we've got an American singer and her American crew here and they can hear you guys saying the N slur. Like it like, guys, what are we doing? Like, just because we're in an R&B, like hip hop music event doesn't give us the pass to say the N slur. Like, I thought we were on the same page about that. Like, this is for my fellow brown people, fellow people of color. No, we do not have the right to say the N slur. Like, just because we're brown, just because we're darker skinned. Like, no. I was really mad. I was really pissed off. It was an entire half an hour of that. And it felt like the longest half an hour of my life. Like, I was just praying for SZA to come on. Like, I don't know why. I don't know. Like, at some point, it was starting to, like, get to me. Like, not just the people, like, saying the N slur so confidently, but also, like, the fact that I was, like, tired and dehydrated. And I just really wanted to see SZA. But I was just really pissed off at the gall that the audience had at saying the N slur so loudly. And then eventually SZA came on. And again, like, I wish I could focus on the positives, but like, I could not hear her because everybody else in the audience was singing so loud. I couldn't hear her. Like, it was incredible. I know that the Sparks Arena, like, venue was nearly sold out. Like, it looked full. It was completely packed. But like, the fact that I could barely hear her, like, it didn't even occur to me that I would have problems like that. I'm sorry. Like, I know that we all want to have fun and sing along. I mean, I know most of the lyrics to SZA's song, so I was singing along a lot too. But I feel like it's perfectly okay for me to say that I paid to see SZA and hear SZA. Like, so I am a bit annoyed that I didn't get to hear SZA, you know? And if you look at the fan cams of SZA's performances, she says this multiple times that she can barely hear herself because of how loud everybody else was. And like that, this is why I wanted to put this on my Patreon and not post it on my main channel, because this is just me going full hater. Like, full hater. I've never gone full hater in my channel ever, and I don't want it to start now. But like I just wanted to be a hater for this one instant. Like I was really sad. I was really frustrated at not being able to hear SZA and like everybody just like singing along. And then even the songs that SZA says the N word in, they would sing along, say the N word too. Like it really it really like turned me off. The other thing was my seatmates, like they weren't rude and they were really excited. And again, like I don't want to be annoyed at people having fun, but I was so annoyed at them because all they kept like filming themselves singing along to the songs. They had the flash on like this, like lip syncing, and then obviously I'm next to them. So like it would take me out of the experience because like this giant flashlight is just in my eyes on both sides. Like they would alternate. Yeah. This is why I can't post this. Like it was really I'm just really annoyed. And I don't know, like even towards the end when I knew the show was ending, there was a part of me that was just like I just kind of want to go home. Like I'm sick of being here. I'm sick of like how loud everybody is. I'm sick of the fact that I can't hear SZA. Like I'm sick of like this giant flashlight in my eye, out of the corner of my eye every 5 minutes. It was really pissing me off. And then the other thing was like this is again out of SZA's control, but like basically there was a miscommunication with my parents and my sister regarding who was picking me up. And I thought that I had already sorted it out with my sister and that all I had to do was call her after the show ended and it would be okay. But instead they were trying to contact me in the middle of the show and I was really stressed out about it that I couldn't even pay attention to some of the songs that she was singing, even though it was like one of my favorite songs, like Good Day. Like SZA was singing Good Day and my parents were like trying to message me and I just got so stressed out. Like I just wanted to go home. I don't regret going. Like I think I'm just really mad at everything else. It was a really amazing show because of like the stage, the dancing, SZA's stage presence, her charisma, the live band, like the actual performance, the actual concert itself was phenomenal. Like I wish I could find somebody who has the full set up on YouTube because I feel like I would enjoy just being able to see the entire show uninterrupted, like in the safety of my room. Then at that arena, there was this concept, like because it's like SOS and it takes a lot of inspiration from the cover of the SOS album where SZA is in the middle of the ocean. The show starts off with SZA being on a boat. Starts off during sunrise, so like the lighting made it look like it was sunrise and the sun looking like glimmering over the ocean. Like that's how it was really beautiful. It was really beautiful. And the boat looked so like it was part of the stage and oh my god, so beautiful. And then over time as the set list goes on, also the themes of the set list was so clear and told such a strong story. And obviously the story was supported more by the stage and the set design and the lighting because we start off on the boat during sunrise and then during the more tumultuous songs, like it would get stormy and rainy and this tsunami, and then at some point we were underwater, and then at some point we were by the volcano underwater, like geothermic activity happening in the bottom of the ocean. It was really gorgeous. Like I was really pissed off that I couldn't enjoy it because of everything else. And like again, I don't regret going because even though I was mostly frustrated with the entire evening, I still loved seeing the vision and the concept executed. And SZA was again a phenomenal performer. She sounded amazing live. Her singing was so perfect, better than the recording. And I know she apologizes a lot for being off key because she couldn't hear herself over the loud crowds, but she still sounded really amazing and she really tried. despite not being able to hear herself, and I think she still pulled it off. She had so much charisma and so much joy, so much confidence, so much love pouring out from her performance that it really was so incredible to see. She looked I I kept saying to myself, like, her body tea. Like, she looked so amazing, like so much sex appeal. Like, she was so beautiful. Her facial expressions, the way she moved, she was so graceful and elegant and sexy, and she looked so incredible. And she was such a great dancer. Like, I'm so pissed off by how amazing the show was and that I couldn't fully enjoy it. So yeah. Anyway, that's kind of it. I as much as I loved the show, if SZA came back to Auckland, I probably won't I probably won't go, only because of the crowds. Like, they have pissed me off so much that I have lost faith in another SZA show. I can't trust the audience to behave. Like, I don't want to be a grumpy sourpuss person who's like, you these kids, like, I want to have fun. Of course, there could have been other things that I could have done to help myself have fun. Like, I should have eaten more food. I should have drank more water. All these things. Maybe I was a bit sleep deprived. Whatever. I feel like it's not too much to ask for people to also behave and be more aware of other people's experiences. But on the other hand, like, I can't really blame the audience for singing along because the songs hit. Like, I sing along to the songs a lot too. So it's okay. That's it. Thank you very much for watching the video, and thank you for your donation, your patronage. See you around.
Wait.